How's it going, everybody? My name's Eddie with Colton RV, and today I want to show you the beautiful Imagine 2300 MK that we have on the lot. So we'll do a quick walk around the outside and then we'll head right inside. All right, so on the Imagine, a couple things they do up front here on the tongue for you. So you are going to get a power tongue jack underneath of that. Cool little thing they started doing now. You have a holder for your chains, your breakaway, and your 7-way plug for the truck. Two 20-pound tanks that you can exchange anywhere. And then you do have room for 2 batteries on the front of this coach. So if you are going to do some harvest house camping, anything like that, you can. They did change up the front cap this year a little bit. So they went to a little softer LED light just so it's not so in your face, but it still looks very classy, very elegant. You're going to have some rhino liner here on the front cap, and this is a fully painted fiberglass front cap. It's also insulated behind the front cap, which is pretty important. Some brands do not insulate behind that front cap, so it won't make a true seasonable living camper. Up in the front here, we do a little drop frame on the front, so you get a bigger storage compartment than most of our competitors. Up here though, you have your control center. So on your control center, a couple things: your battery disconnect, your solar disconnect, cable in case you have cable or anything like that at the campground, set of plugs, all water comes through here, outdoor shower / sprayer hose. And the cool thing they started doing too now is they give you this little adapter. What this is actually for is for your jacks. So if you bring a cordless drill with you, you just slap that on there, put your drill on there, and your jacks go up and down in like 2 seconds versus cranking. So that's pretty awesome. As we move down the camper, potable fill there for your water. That just fills your tanks. We'll keep moving around. Big thing with Grand Design, they're fully laminated slide boxes, all the sides. So I can actually get on the roof of that slide box, stand on it, and I'm not going to go through the roof. Not every other brand can say that, but Grand Design can, because they put a little bit extra money in to do it. In the back here, you're going to have your dump. Very accessible. They do give you a clear cap just so you can make sure you're not going to have a incident like that movie from RV and get sprayed. They give you a light here so you can see what you're doing. And then you also have a black tank flush right here. So when you are flushing out, black tank flush, basically what that does, you hook a hose up to it, it'll wash out the black tank, so you don't have to bring your hose inside, go down into the toilet and hose it out that way, because that is not a great job. As we move around, power cord. I don't know why every brand doesn't do this. It's right on the back for you, so you can literally run it right to the pole. You probably won't even need an extension. You do have a hitch on the back for a bike rack. And then on the back here, you have your tankless hot water tank. Now, a couple things with this system. I know it's a big switch over for some folks because you're used to the tank. With this, when you winterize, I wouldn't bypass it. I run my antifreeze right through mine. You can if you want to, but no real reason to. Other thing too is you're going to have a switch on the outside. You always want to make sure that's on, or else it won't necessarily work. And you have a temperature control on the inside of the coach as well. So if you set it at 120 degrees, that's what a typical hot water tank set in a house. That'll give you an ample amount of water for a shower, anything like that. It's right temperature too. As we keep moving around here, you'll have your Solar awning. Cool thing with this is, and the sun's right in my eyes there, that's wonderful, but you can bring it down, pitch it to where you want it. It's super easy to do. Push it right back up. It is a power awning. One button comes in and out. And again, they do give you a nice light strip up above, so you can hang out at night, have a few cocktails or a few wobbly pops and enjoy the fire. Now to the safety stuff though. So on the outside, Grand Designs now, you're going to see travel with confidence, and you're going to see these red drums inside for your brake drums. What those mean is the coach does have ABS braking on it, anti-lock braking. We also do tire link pressure sensor, tire pressures installed as well. So a bunch of safety down here on the axles. Most of the brands aren't going to do the ABS. They're just going to have a standard drum brake, which is fine. It's been around for years. The ABS is just that much safer though, just like in your vehicle. And the tire link, what that's going to do is monitor those pressures. If you do get close to getting a blowout, it will warn you. You will have time to get over to the side of the road. It's going to tell you those temperatures are getting high. You also see down there we're running CRE 3000 shackles. That is a great system. A lot of fifth wheels run that even. So you have essentially a fifth wheel suspension on a trailer, which is awesome. 2 more things here on the outside. You're going to have this little mystery door. It's actually for a garbage can. Pretty cool. You access it from the inside, but you can empty it from outside. So just a little garbage can. At least you have a spot for one. Most campers don't. And you also have in here, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little paper towel holder. So if you're outside, your hands get dirty, just open up the door. Paper towels are right there. Pretty neat. Just something cool. But without further ado, we'll head inside. All right, now we're inside the 2300 MK. Couple cool things on the inside. First off, you have this awesome theater seat. Handles are right inside. Pull it, kicks the legs up. TV's right across from you, which is nice. So some campers, you got to break your neck to watch the TV if you are going to watch TV while you're camping. But it's right there, all accessible for you. As we move across, kitchen is huge. So you're going to have a lot of counter space. You have an extendable here that pops up. All the counter space here. Giant one bay sink with a soap dispenser. And it is just like in the house. You got the little pull down there. It's got the sprayer option if you're going to do vegetables or fruits or anything like that for cooking. There's a little light here. You will get a paper towel holder up top. A couple of outlets behind the sink with that nice backsplash. And then one thing to touch on too with the countertop, it is solid surface countertop. It's not a Formica board. It's not a wrapped countertop with the little T moldings that always pop out. So you're getting some quality behind it. All your cabinetry is wood. I mean, you have a ton of storage in this thing. Up top, down low. We do still have an oven, and we do a 3-burner on top with direct spark ignition, so you don't have to bring a lighter. As you move across, though, you'll see there's your garbage can. And then a couple other things, too. All of your drawers are going to be soft close cabinet doors. So with these, you're rummaging around, you're getting your silverware out, everything like that. You close it, it's not going to slam. It's going to close nice and soft, just like in your house. It's a residential build. Same thing with every single drawer, residential build, and you have these really nice pull-outs. As I'm talking about residential build too, you'll notice you actually have roller slide guides here on the side. Some campers, you don't even get that. It's just wood on wood contact. They're real hard to pull out. They're noisy. They don't last long. So these, you have the rollers on them. For your dining area, 2 bar stools here. A lot of folks, myself included, when I'm camping, I like to eat outside. So to me, not a huge deal. There's no table. I'd rather have the theater seats myself, and I would rather just eat outside on a picnic table or have the option to have two seating areas here. But great thing with the 2300 MK is going to be the bathroom. So in the bathroom, it's absolutely huge. We didn't go with the dual sinks. We went with the one sink, so you get a little more countertop. That was just some owner feedback. Not everybody wanted dual sinks. But because of that, you're going to get more storage. Huge medicine cabinet, 2-door. The shower, about 6 foot. I fit in here absolutely fine. My head's not even in the dome yet, so you're good. 6'5", you can fit. 6'6", you can fit. 7, maybe not. You got your shower surround though. It's a lot better shower surround than what you're probably used to in a camper. It's not that real cheap, thin plastic. Actually has a little texture to it, which is nice. And then you have a bunch of towel storage here as well. Toilet is going to be a porcelain toilet, so it's the upgraded from the plastic. Just a lot cleaner. You're not going to have to turn around and wipe the toilet. Huge windows though. A lot of light gets let in. Fridge is going to be a GE 12-volt fridge, so you get a lot of room inside. Thermostat, you're running Coleman Mox. That's pretty standard for your air conditioners. But then bedroom. So bedroom, there's actually a lot of stuff in here to talk about. LED light strips now. We don't do the individual lights anymore. We do these nice elegant LED light strips. They are dimmable. You can dim those down way, way far. So if at night you still want a little bit of glow, you can do that. You're going to run a queen bed. It is going to have storage up underneath. And it does have this cool drawer that slides back and forth, so you can put some shoes under there, whatever you want. Inside, you're going to have dual closets on both sides. I'm not going to open both sides because they're identical, but you'll have a closet, nice big deep drawers, some overheads, and I think most important for me, because when I'm camping, me and my girlfriend are always fighting over the plugs for charging her phone at night because there's only one on one side of our bed. Well, in here, you both get a cubby, you both get 12 volts, and you both get normal house plugs as well. So you can charge phones, iPads, tablets. If you're not hooked up, you're at a harvest host, you're just running off a battery, you can use those 12 volts. Those 12 volts still give you the option to charge your phone. But without further ado, thanks for joining in.